All right, welcome to another show, man. You know where you are because it says it up there, right? It
Sure
says
does.
it does, right? It says our show. Well, you need more subscribers, man. I'm gonna bitch in the beginning, man. I'm gonna be like Aaron Camaro and start crying for reviews and
Yeah,
freaking
really. I mean, you get this
subscriptions.
free bullshit. I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean,
We're not charging nothing. Yeah, it's
exactly.
free.
Free
It's
bullshit. I mean, you can't beat that.
if you like us, you could just subscribe and don't watch. It just makes it look better,
I mean, bullshit prices are going up, all over the fucking country. We have it for free. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man, fucking shit's going bad. I'm gonna hammer some shit right now in the beginning before we get into loose stuff. I don't like Biden's fucking no policy on the border right now, and it's pissing me off.
Well, it's not good, but then again, one wasn't good. And you also
Well,
got to think, oh, here, hold on. Trump held 2 months worth of intel with his ego fucking I ain't sharing shit with you. So, Biden's only in office, what, 45 days?
yep.
And I mean, he's expecting miracles in the first 45 days. I mean, he
Well,
said 100 days. He said 100 days this shit would be taken care of. At least wait for the 100 days.
okay, but this is my
Zero.
problem.
Go
The
ahead.
system that Trump put in place was working.
How is it working?
It was working. We weren't even Mexico's even getting on Biden for this shit. Mexico's not too happy because it's the cartels swifted their thing as soon as Biden got in because they believe that Biden will let everybody in. So everything shifted. This is what you should do. You don't take
Go ahead.
something that's not broken and just dismantle it. What you do is that you leave the current system in place, you make up your own system, and then gradually switch it over.
Man, you guys and your fucking everything comes from the Mexican border bullshit. More drugs, more illegal gun running, more human trafficking comes out in the middle of the United fucking States and over the Canadian border than it does over the Mexican border.
But we don't have a bunch of people running through the border at the northern than we have at the south.
Well, how dare they want a better life? I mean, come on, man.
I'm okay with that, but you don't come in illegal, man. You do it the right way. You make a system, get a system going. This has been going on for 50 fucking years since JFK.
You're talking like they're just running across the border like they opened a fucking gate.
They kind of are. There's Texas residents that are saying when Biden took over, they had people running on their lands now. They just run over everything. Have you seen the videos? The migrants coming over? It's a shit show, man.
I mean, really, dude. This has been a problem that's been going on since.
Yes, it is. And if Biden could
Reagan years.
If Biden could fix it, I'm all for it.
Let me ask you a question. Since everybody, you love Ronnie, he's like the father of modern day conservatism. Do you think it would be a good idea to give the illegals in here amnesty right now, just to give them a head start, like Reagan did?
I think the people that were brought here as kids and they never knew another country should get legal citizenship, unless they are taxing our system and they're criminals.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
you can argue it with me, but
dude,
the thing we talked about earlier about, okay, we need to send aid to some of these countries like San Salvador and Guatemala where they're having a lot of issues. I'm like, but we send aid to them. Then you hear the conservatives, and this is both sides. I'm not going to say it's just conservative because it's not. Well, you're spending all that money on them, but you're forgetting about our people at home. That's the excuse the other side. Both sides do that. Okay, I won't just say that conservatives do that.
I agree with that. But the thing is, I even told you, I said, yes, let's send money to San Salvador. Let's send money to Nicaragua. Let's build up that economy there so they don't want to leave. And then the people who come from Venezuela will go to those countries and leave us alone. And even help Mexico, man. Make Mexico great again. Do something,
I'm sold.
Hey, I have a plan, but you think they're going to listen to it because they're all beholden to
all right, you going to be vice president or president? Which one do you want to be? We're running.
I'll just be vice president, man. I don't want all the
dude. Now, there's something that is concerning me that I think
we'll be the whiskey party.
But I do think you're right about one thing that's really I don't understand it either. What's about the border policy? Shit. Fuck.
I think stay in Mexico was a good policy until they could get a sign to come in. That was
yeah. And nobody mentioned all the illegals coming from Cuba and into Florida.
Oh yeah, they have. I think.
Well, I never hear anything about that. I mean, do they really still talk about that?
Well, the people from Cuba, man, fuck. I know a lot of people from South America and Mexico are fucking hard workers, man.
They are.
We don't get any drugs from Cuba. Those people coming from Cuba. Well, you get the fictional Tony Montana, but that's just making Cubans look bad.
Think about it. What is it? Canada and the United States has the freaking largest unsecured border in the world. You mean to tell me nothing comes across that illegally? Come on now.
I know things do. You know what? The border wall. I like the border wall. The Democrats like the fence or a barrier, whatever you want to call it. Hillary was all for a border or barrier.
I got no problem with the fence. I don't need no gargantuan fucking wall. That's ridiculous.
It's the same thing as a fence. It's about the same size as the fence was.
It's a waste of fucking money.
But the fence was like they could cut through it. You had to build something stronger.
Well, where are these border agents you keep talking about that doing such a great job down there?
Well, the border
agents, which they are. I'm not going to get into shit.
The border agents are freaking mostly Hispanics.
Well, they got to be. They got to speak Spanish. I mean,
shit. I would get a job down in San Diego as a border agent, but I'm fucking.
Yeah, I remember they're always advertising for border agents. In job searches, become a border agent. No thanks. That's just not me.
And I just want shit solved. I want both sides to get their heads out of their asses and fucking stop being political about humanitarian causes. I believe people should be taken care of. I believe to bring in you're tired, you're hungry, whatever, but do it legal. That's all I want is legal. I don't want them. Governor Newsom is also a problem because he says, come, we'll give you welfare. We'll take care of you guys. That gives them an open invitation to come to California. Just say, hey, if you come, you're going to be waiting in line like everybody else to get in this country, and we're not going to pay you to come. But Gavin Newsom opens up our fucking border and says, hey, we'll give you fucking free healthcare. We'll give you free money to sit at home. Fuck.
Well, I can't argue with an accent. I know nothing about California right now, but
it's like, fuck, I want things done legally. I say, fuck the Democrats, fuck the Republicans. You guys are just for your fucking selves. You don't want to help anybody. The only reason why I voted for Trump because he's better than fucking Hillary, and I still stand by that statement. And Trump did a lot of good shit for everybody in this country. Okay. He did some shit, but
let's say that for another conversation. We'll start that off with next week about Trump's accomplishments.
Okay, we could do that. I'll have a list for you.
Yeah. Good thing is I know a bunch up here. I don't need a list, but anyway, man, you have any reactions to your shot? Your shot's doing okay.
I'm just a little tired for the 2 days after it. I wanted to go. I usually stay up to like what I am texting you about 12 my time. You're up at 2 now, so I'm usually up. But the last 2 days I went to bed at 9. It's like I guess it's almost time to go back to work.
Well, I got my first Moderna shot, and it hurt my arm for a few days, and I felt a little had some chills and was really tired the first night. But it was only for a couple hours. I woke up feeling great the next day. So, man, I'm telling you, get the fucking shot. Let's get this thing over with, man. It's not a hoax. Get the fucking shot.
You could see
not wear a fucking mask.
You could see the ingredients they put in these shots. There's nothing chemical in them. Exactly. People say they're giving us a fucking microchip.
Right.
Fucking A. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? They fucking track you. Right. Even if you turn off location services, they still fucking track you.
Yeah.
The only reason they can't
do what you can to fucking end this thing. Enough, man. I want to go to concerts. I mean, I want to go to a fucking movie. I want to go out to fucking dinner, man. All right. I mean, my underlying conditions force me. I can't really stay out for too long. I go sometimes into Kroger sometimes, and I'm fucking scared to death, even though I wear 2 masks.
I'm not. I've never been scared of going out, dude. We've been to Arizona. We've been to Vegas.
And that's you're right. It's just that I am. I've always been kind of a hypochondriac anyway, so.
Hey man, God says living in fear is not living.
And people are saying, well, the flu hasn't been big this year. I'm like, people are wearing fucking masks. Of course it's going to be down.
Well, they're not reporting the flu things either because coronavirus takes up all their time. It's like I was talking to your sister. We kind of agreed on this. I see the news on the left and the right are actually reporting news again and not just on Trump. It's like they're finally going, they're going after Cuomo. They're even the left is talking about why is Fauci so confusing? Why does he say this and then go back on it? It's like he says, once we all get vaccinated, we can travel again. Now he said, no, I don't think you should travel. And we don't have enough data. But a few months ago, he says, everybody gets vaccinated, travel will go back. You can travel if everybody's vaccinated. We'll have herd immunity. And then he says, no, we won't have herd immunity. What the fuck is this guy? He's like confusing everybody, man.
I haven't been watching lately, so I don't know really what's going on.
He's a tool, man. He's a freaking tool. Everybody's worshiping. He goes out and throws the first pitch of the season at the Washington Nationals when he tells you not to go anywhere.
Well, yeah. That's every fucking I know there's a lot of problem with these fucking people saying that they shouldn't go anywhere. Then what do they end up doing? Fucking going to a fucking super spreader event. It's like
I tell you to go place. I've had 50th birthday party out here with like I think it was like 20 people. We were fine. We wore a mask and then we just took them off about halfway through the party and everybody was fine.
So I go back for my second shot. I go back for my second shot on the 3rd. So April 17th, man, I'm hitting the fucking town, man. It's like 2 weeks after your second shot.
I might be going to work by then because they said Disneyland will open April, late April. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of. I hope they just. It's only going to be 15% capacity.
Yeah.
And friends who are at the Taste of Disney right now are only getting like 6.5 hours. People have been there like 30 years are not getting their full 40, and it's like. Shit, I've been there 20, they've been there 30. Fuck, I'm screwed if I go back.
Right. I'll probably go back in June is when I'm thinking I'm
just wondering because I'm gonna keep putting in like the thing, hey, I'm working on unemployment. Are they still gonna send me to the 300 even though I'm not collecting unemployment?
Well, that depends how honest of a person you are.
Well, I'm gonna say what I'm working. Well, I know even if I get 30 hours, it's more than 329. The benefit I'm getting, they're not going to give me shit and unemployment. But I'm wondering if the 300 will still. I think the 300 will still come because that's not from unemployment; it's from the government.
I don't even think it's going to last. I mean, you're going to get the fucking. There's going to be some lazy fucks out there. Don't get me wrong, but I think by what's it up till September now? Was that part of the deal?
Yeah, I have an ex coworker, my friend Kat. She has a restaurant in Long Beach and I haven't went there yet. I'm fucking being a dick and not supporting my friend. She's a chef and I used to be her lead at Disney and she just fucking worked her ass off, got her own restaurant in Long Beach and became a chef. And she was posting on Facebook that she needs daytime order cooks, weekday order cooks. And they said, well, somebody said I could come on the weekend and help you. He says, no, I need people in the weekday, but nobody will take a job because they're getting paid more in unemployment.
Yep. That's a bad part about it is it's fucking lazy fucks out there that don't want to work.
And who said that?
And there are people that fucking need it. That's the sad part about it.
And who's been saying that this would stop people from working?
What do you mean?
The conservatives have been saying this will keep people at home and not want to work.
Not really, because look at that. I mean, the job actually thing is actually the unemployment rate's actually gone down. So
yeah, it's gone down. I really don't think we needed this big a stimulus. Maybe they could get
maybe not till September, maybe till like June, maybe.
Yeah,
at the latest.
July, I think July would have been good because I know there's a lot of people out there who do need it.
I intend on being back to work by then, so.
Yeah, I got to stop buying so much vinyl and start saving some money now.
No shit.
If I'm going to get less hours when I go back to work, that's going to.
I got a time when the mailman comes until my wife comes home for lunch now.
I just
she sees that square fucking box and she's like, Another fucking record.
Sounds like my wife. My wife says, "Why don't you save money so you have money? You keep buying all this fucking vinyl." She didn't say
You're
fucking.
like, but dear, this is like only a limited edition. I had to get it as soon as I could. You know?
I said I had to get the Tesla and the Candlebox because I don't know if those things are coming back, and I got to buy the Striper because if you look at the last 3 Striper albums, they go for $200-300 now. And I got the new Michael Sweet when he did that album too. Fuck. I'm basically buying stuff that I know that will be, I don't know, that'll be not available again.
Right. And that's the good thing, because if you want to resell it, you'll get more money for it.
Well, I know
keep tell my wife that it's an investment.
Because I know the Black Sabbath will always be there. I can always get them later. They just re-released the Mob Rules and Heaven and Hell. I already have Heaven and Hell on original vinyl, but this one comes out on a two vinyl, but they're already sold out and it's already gone. And I didn't really get it because I know I could get it. It'll come back.
All right. Remember when I told you, I think when we tried to do a podcast on my fledgling
3 Shots
podcast,
Down.
3 Shots Down, which will start again in the next 50 years. But we had that Rush thing we did with Chris.
Yeah.
And remember when I said I really wasn't caught up with Rush?
Yeah.
After Presto?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I was missing a whole bunch of good shit.
After Presto?
They have a package from Presto on CDs. Man, there's some good fucking albums, man.
They haven't had a bad album. What are you talking about?
Fucking Roll the Bones fucking rocks, dude.
Roll the Bones.
There's not a bad song on there.
Fucking Counterparts.
Fucking, they're just
Test for Echo. Paper Trails.
Man. There was a point I thought I was getting old, maybe, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna stick to what I know.
Paper Trails was a good album until I found out it was Brickwalled. So somebody told me it's Brickwalled, and then I started listening. Oh fuck, this thing distorts as hell. And then they released Vapor Trails remixed and fixed it. I was like, yes. Yeah. I hope they release Vapor Trails remixed on vinyl because
I definitely need to get. I mean, what are those new albums from Presto on? Do they have on vinyl? Did they release them all on vinyl?
No idea. I don't think they did, but Russia's going back through their catalog and doing shit right now. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
I want Presto. I want Test for Echo. I want everything, man. I there's not one bad album. I could say they released one bad song. That's it. And that was fucking Hold Your Fire, Tai Shan. And even the band didn't like that fucking song. So I'm right.
That's one of my favorite albums, actually. But
Hold Your Fire rules, dude. That's the first tour I saw them on, dude. I saw them with Tommy Shaw opening on the Ambition tour.
Yeah. I think we talked about that on the podcast. I remember that.
Tommy Shaw rules, dude. I gotta get Girls with Guns on vinyl.
I got Tesla's what's the name of the album? I can't think
Psychotic Supper.
Psychotic Supper, and it came with the where the record comes out cut. Like, somebody put a knife out to open up so they can look at the record. And I found out yours did too.
Yep. And I'm wonder Donnie Allen, he just got it too. I told him yours came like that also.
Yeah, you should, because that's just fucking weird. I mean,
it's weird.
Are they just checking it to make sure it's.
I'm wondering if it was returns. Somebody returned it.
Right. Oh,
and that's why they came back in stock, because somebody returned it. Why would you return fucking Tesla? That album's a fucking masterpiece, anyways.
I mean, the record works. It works fine. I mean, it came a little dirty, but other than that, the record plays fine. There's no popping or no scratches.
Yeah, I need some plastic sleeves for that shit. Those paper ones cause a lot of static.
Yeah.
Unless they're the plastic lined ones, like the Foo Fighters will give you the plastic lined in the vinyl. And fucking the last Foo Fighters album fucking rules, dude. Medicine at Midnight, great record.
Right. I mean, it came just like this. I mean, with the fucking thing.
Yep.
I didn't take the hype sticker off or anything, since I just thought I wanted to show that.
I never take the hype stickers off. I put a cover over it. If it's a gatefold, I have to. But if it's a single one, I leave that on. If it has
also got this turd just for collectors purposes. This will probably never be open, but I'm a completist with some bands, and Kiss is one of them. So.
Fuck completist. I fucking hate completist.
All I need is Creatures of the Night. I need Creatures of the Night and Sonic Boom, which I'm not going to pay $100 for Sonic Boom.
Creatures of the Night's on sale, dude. You could get that everywhere. You could get Creatures anywhere, dude.
Wait, I can't see it. $560.
What the fuck are you talking about? Sound of Vinyl, fucking. Let me see. Creatures of the Night. Let me look it up. Keep talking.
If it's under 40, I'll pay for it.
It was brand new. It's like everywhere.
Is it the Eric Carr Bruce Kulick cover or the original with the space eyes, the laser eyes?
Let me see, man. It's like $36 at best vinyl.
No way.
Yeah. Amazon. Let me see Amazon right now. I don't know how you don't check into these things because I find you a lot of albums.
I check Amazon all the fucking time and I never see it on there.
I found you the freaking other thing. Well, vinyl on Amazon's $174.
Yeah, okay. For what?
Creatures of the Night.
But there's not a private seller? I'm sure it's a private seller, right?
There's the best. What about that place, Woodwind? I think they had it. Yeah, here it is.
No, I don't think they did. Did they?
Creatures of the Night vinyl, $35 at best vinyl. I'll send you a link.
Send me that link.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Awesome. So now I only need Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but
there you go. I always search. I just put the album and the vinyl, and it tells me all these stores to get it from. That's how I found the Candlebox. We both got the first Candlebox album, but Lucy's like $200. Fucking love
another
Lucy.
band I'm trying to complete is Iron Maiden. I need the 2 Blaze albums. I don't like them, but just for completing reasons, I need to get them. I
can't buy albums that are just going to sit there and I'll never play.
Some bands I have to have it all, man.
I can't, man. There's only 2 bands I want. It pains me to say I want the last Tesla album on vinyl and it's available. Shock, because there's 6 good songs out of 12, so that's not that bad. Yeah. But you know what? An album you got by Kiss, the fucking Hot in the Shade, it's not that bad.
There's like 3 or 4 good songs.
There's more than 3 or 4 on there to me.
It's better than Crazy Fucking Nice.
I did a review with Andrew Jacobs on that album. Fuck. Andrew Jacobs. I'm Andrew Jacobs. Yeah, it's okay. He's so monotone, man. But the thing is, that guy would get me so many fucking downloads because he fucking promoted it like a fucking beast.
Right.
And I almost made him a co-host because of that. Oh my God. I was fucking getting greedy with that guy. But
it's a pretty cool one I got. It's bootleg. Iron Maiden Killers actually it says 1980, but actually Killers didn't come out to 1981. I thought there's something wrong with that, but
maybe it was before they got a contract.
Pretty cool live shit.
Well, it could have been, bands tour before the album comes out and they play.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Finally got this one. I was looking for this one forever. Metal Up Your Ass.
Ah, fucker. I want that shirt.
Let's see what else I got here lately. Candlebox, of course. That's a great fucking
album. I got that one too. I fucking sent that to you because you couldn't find it. And I go, here you go, Jerry.
I got it. And one of my favorite movie soundtracks, Almost Famous. I got it.
I love that movie though. I'm a golden god.
I didn't say that.
No, in the movie it says I'm a golden god. Remember?
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, I didn't say that, or did I?
I gotta watch that movie now. I just got because I belong to Disney Blu-ray Club or whatever it is. And I have to buy 4 titles within a year or they're just going to charge me.
That's kind of like the old Columbia House, huh?
Yeah. So I bought, they came out with the what is it? The X-Men, because they own Fox now. They came out with the X-Men series, the first 3 X-Men movies, even though The Last Stand's kind of like, it got corrected in a later X-Men movie where they fixed that shit from The Last Stand where everybody died. Like I got the 3-pack. It's like $31, dude. So I upgraded my old DVDs to Blu-ray. I do that only with action movies or sci-fi. Like if it's a comedy, comedies don't have good special effects. I don't need it on Blu-ray.
So what do you think about all these TV shows being redone, man?
I know, man. Fucking, I don't like Kung Fu. You like Kung Fu. But they're doing it with a girl. And I think that's cool. That. Maybe the girl will be good. And
dude, I'm telling you, man, Saturday night, Kung Fu and Benny Hill getting stoned was one of the highlights of my life, man. Tells you what kind of a boring life I've had.
Benny Hill ruled. I didn't like Kung Fu. I was forced to watch that and MASH, but MASH was the only thing I liked.
Fucking MASH is awesome too.
MASH was awesome. Kung Fu was just like grasshopper.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, fucking watch it stoned and you'll change your tune. I guarantee.
It reminds me of the video Wrapped Around Your Finger. I'll be wrapped around. He's kicking.
Master Po would kick Miyagi's ass, man.
I don't know, man. Fuck. Did you ever get the new AC/DC Power Up?
Yep, I got it.
It's
a typical AC/DC album. I mean, it's good. It's it's not great. It's good. I mean, just an AC/DC album.
I fucking it kicked 2020's ass, man. It made me happy.
That was a good thing about 2020. Yeah, you're right.
And fucking the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast is getting together, even though I don't get along with one of them, but I get along with the other one.
I know you had problems with them, but man, I can't. One of the people on that show, it's fucking Ralph. I know you guys had issues, but man, without him, I wouldn't have got into this vinyl collecting or video chat and doing this stuff with you. I mean, I'm new at it, so I'm still learning. But man, I came across him first, and the dude was just awesome. I mean, I watched all of his stuff. He's got a great show on the Metal Station, and I can't say nothing bad about him because he's been nothing but influential to me.
I'm afraid to listen to a show on that Metal Station because he blocked me one time when we fought a couple of years ago. He blocked me and I couldn't listen to the Big Bushy Power Hour. And I listened to Brian Davis, the Bad Beat, which you don't fucking get on there anymore. He got on one time and left.
I'm a married man, and you are too, which was amazing. You get all this free time.
Well, because she's watching that fucking MTV show at that time called The Challenge, which is fucking terrible.
Okay.
Fucking
now on the weekends I can get onto it. The weekends I can, but there's nothing fucking good on the weekends.
Well, Brian Davis kicks ass, man. And fucking, I'm gonna say something. Just because I don't get along with Ralph Vieira, Dr. Fuck personally, he puts out some good shit. I like Thrash or Die. I like Combat Band. I like anything he does. He's a very knowledgeable person. And I'm not going to talk shit about him. I'm not going to say shit about him. If I talk shit about him, I texted him and told him to his face. I don't talk. You don't see me talk shit about him on Facebook. You don't see me say anything about him. Other people call him Dr. Suck. And I tell these people, let it go, man. Let it go. I was telling my friend Terrence, even though nobody likes him, I just want to teach him. I want to tell him to calm the fuck down. I want him to stop doing things that people will make fun of him about. I want him to stop saying racist shit. I just want him to see what I see in him. When he's calm, he's a great fucking guy. When he's triggered, he's an asshole. Just like me.
Ralph put up a video about that the other day, and it was just the shit he was saying, man. It was just.
Terrence brings it upon himself, just like I have.
Yeah.
Okay. He needs to learn to stay away from people who try to trigger him. He's an easy target, and people know it. Like I used to be an easy target, but I learned if I just go along with their shit, they eventually give up, and I get boring to them.
Yeah.
Just like Ted Quintana, Todd Johnson. He calls me a fat fuck. He calls me this. He calls me that. I go, fuck, I am a fat fuck. You're right, man. Fuck yeah. And all of a sudden, the last 2 weeks, he comments on my post and he's not putting me down anymore. Because he knows he can't get to me.
Gets to help if I took the lid off.
Okay.
But it's like I don't know. Because I love you. You're like one of, you've become a really good friend the last couple of years, and you've been one of the influential people for me to get on this stuff. And so is Ralph. And it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to pick sides. And I know I might,
I don't pick a side. Ralph does some good shit.
I fucking love Ralph. I'm sorry.
Listen to his podcast. Listen to the Vieira Vault. Listen to the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. They're back. They're a great team. They influenced me to start a podcast. Them and Decibel Geek. He influenced me on a lot of fucking albums.
Yeah.
He's a great guy when he doesn't call me a liar. Okay. And I didn't lie.
Right.
That's what triggers me.
Right.
When he doesn't seem to think that he thinks I'm just making lies to make myself look good. I don't lie, dude. I'm myself 24/7. I don't say things to say things. I say things that I think. I'm blunt. I'm honest. I don't say things to freaking try to get out of trouble, you know. And
that sucks, man, because like I said, I wish you guys could somehow reconcile somehow.
I tried. I cussed at him on a text.
Yeah. Fucking love to do a
and I told him to
three-way
call me
podcast with you guys.
I told him to call me. He's been on my podcast several times, and I don't know how to rectify it with him. I don't know how. He won't watch this. He's not going to know. I talk nothing but good about him. I love you, Terrence, also, but I won't do a podcast with you. I'm sorry. I don't need that drama. I hope you hear this, Terrence. You're a good guy. You need to do your shit on your own or get Andrew Jacobs with you. I can't do it. You have too many haters out there, and my people starting to like me now. I'm not doing it because people are starting to like me, because I do what I do because I do what I like. And I don't want people giving me a fucking stigma because I like you, Terrence. I'm going to say you're a good guy, but you are a dick and you are an asshole. And you know you are. You said you give up on the fight. You said you're going to stop doing the RMCP broadcast. You brought Ian and Ralph together. Right on. Because you said that shit. I know that's what got them back together. And we're happy about it. I'm in the new Rock and Metal Combat podcast group because I was in Ian's Wayward future podcast something, and he changed it to that. I go, I thought I was kicked out of this group. Oh wait, it's Ian's former group that I'm still in there, and I'm allowed to post. I'm not getting kicked out, and I'm not talking shit. I talked shit one time because I tried to make a joke and it got misconstrued about them saying on their show that they want to kill all Sammy Hagar fans. And I made a little video that they took the wrong way. And then I did a podcast with Ralph and admitted I was jealous because I just wanted peace. I don't do that anymore. I made a joke. I guess I can't joke, you know. And even a lot of people, even Nate Bushy said, I knew you were joking, man. I knew you were joking. I go, thank you. I was just trying to do straight humor, but I guess I'm not good at it.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, it would be I would fucking love it if you two somehow could reconcile or something, but I don't know.
I tried. I'm gonna maybe try to unblock him on Facebook, because every time you remember I was going through those profile deletions. Every time he found out I had a new profile, he'd block me. So right. I have a new profile. I blocked him first so he couldn't do it, so I could have the power of the block. I don't know. I know it sounds immature.
Like I said, Ralph, I'm new to all this. I suck. But I look up to both you and Mark, man, and fucking a dream scenario for me would have all three of us do a podcast together or something.
Well, maybe you could say, hey, Mark wants to talk to you. I tried, but I cussed him out. Like I said, I won't say it on Facebook. I'll tell him to his face that he pissed me off.
Yeah.
You know, I tried texting. I said, dude, call me when you have a chance. He never called. So I left it alone. He told me to delete his number off my phone. I deleted his number off my phone because I respect people who tell me to do that. I'm not going to fucking hammer somebody who doesn't want to be hammered. You know?
Okay. Well, like I said.
Well, I'm going to unblock him and see what happens.
Right.
Well, if he blocks me again, then things can't be wrecked. Things could be wrecked. If him and Ian could get back together.
Exactly.
Things could happen. Me and Ralph have had problems in the past. I think mostly it's misunderstandings by him and me that we took things the wrong way. Texting or videos, it doesn't really show you what you really mean. I'm a joker. I like to fuck around. And I fucked around and it pissed him off. And all I did was like a post on YouTube on his thing, and he got pissed because he thought I was trying to tell him how to live his life. No, I liked his post because the guy said he liked you too. He called me a liar on that, so I deleted him. And then he blocked me. So.
Wow. like I said, it's amazing since I started following all these podcasters and stuff. It's amazing. There's a lot of fucking hate out there, man, between some podcasters. It's like, why? I mean, I don't get. Like I said, I'm new to it, so I'm a noob. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think it's one of the funnest things I've ever done is doing stuff like this. I mean,
most of the podcasters out there support each other, dude. Rockin' Pod, Chris Sinzak, Aaron Camaro, Ralph supported me. He's been on my podcast. Yeah. Ian is the white elephant. He won't go on my podcast because he fucking thinks I suck because I like Sammy Hagar, but he's still my friend on Facebook. I love Lee Gershman. Lee's a fucking animal, man. I don't care what anybody says about him. Lee rules. And Ralph, if you're listening, I'm fucking sorry. And I fucking hope you know it was a misunderstanding. I didn't lie to you. I liked a fucking post. And after you got pissed off of it, I took my like away. But that didn't work. I don't want to cause drama anymore. People call me a shitster. I'm not a shitster. I put up stuff that people could talk about. I want people to have a conversation and be nice. That's it.
I know that, dude. Sometimes you post shit that you're aiming exactly for me and my sister.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that in a long time, have I?
I know, but it was so obvious. But
I know, but
it's all fun.
And you two haven't. You haven't done that to me. You said I knew you were going to say something, Mark. You said that on a couple of your posts.
I don't doubt it, but I'm trying to remember which one, I did.
I don't fucking remember. It's funny. I like me, you and your sister. We have respectful debates. I like debating. I'm a debater. I don't want to piss people off. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I want people to have a discussion. And I've said that. I had this one person says, you like to stir the pot because you post Sammy Hagar videos. I got to post Sammy Hagar videos because I like Sammy Hagar. I don't post it to piss you off. I post it because I'm sharing something I like.
Yeah, it's two things that I don't get the fighting about is the Sammy Van Halen era, which I'm not a fan of the Sammy. I like Sammy solo stuff. I'm not a fan of his Van Halen stuff. And fucking Scab Kiss, I'm like, how much old ground are we going to dredge here? I mean...
Well, Paul Stanley brings that on himself, dude. Come on. The fucker does auto-tune on Soul Station.
I happen to like Soul Station. I know,
of course you do.
Fucking... I don't like that song they just had the video for. I thought that was terrible, but...
Dude, that album sucks. What's that guy's name? Tim Bream? Fucking Paul Stanley called him out. Is that real? Did Paul Stanley finally say, I know who you are?
He's pretty fucking brutal to him, man. I wouldn't doubt that's real. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
Stanley, is that what it is?
I don't think Tim likes me because I called him out one time being a freaking nut swinger of Ralph. Because he picks on me and then he stops and he picks on me and he stops. I know it's a guy thing to pick on each other, but I've never done that to people, maybe because I was bullied. I don't want to do that to other people. I want people to feel okay. If you're just busting my balls like you do, I'm cool with that. But when you put up pictures of me going, it's like, come on, man.
And it's like, if you look at the pictures of that person, it's like, really? Are you sure?
I know, man. Fuck you, Ted. He's not gonna listen. Fucking, I keep Ted as a friend because I'm not a fucking, My wife goes, why don't you delete him? Why don't you get rid of him? I go, because I'm not a little bitch. I'm not going to say, I don't like you, man. I don't delete you. I'll kick you out of my group. The only ones I kick out of my group or my page or block is if they unfriend me because they ain't going to get free entertainment from me anymore. They're not, because I know when I leave somebody's page or I block them, I go check them out to see what if they're talking about me. I know that's what they do, so I blocked them because I do it. I'm not going to give them free entertainment.
Yeah. I'm actually
I love Bob Reed. I love Megan Reed.
I love Bob and Megan.
But they unfriended me, and I said, they ain't getting free entertainment anymore.
Come on, you guys need to get over that. Good people.
They're good people. But
good people.
You could have unfollowed me. You didn't have to unfriend.
I think they archived their page, though. Did they archive their page?
Yeah, they archived their page. But I wasn't a dick on their page, dude. I posted once in a while. I didn't sit there and do smash or trash, smash or trash, smash or trash like 10 times in a row, where nobody else sees anything.
All right.
But they're good people. It's just a thing. I don't care if I like you or don't like you. You unfriend me, you ain't gonna see free shit anymore.
Right.
Sorry, I'm here to like I said on Facebook, we are all entertainers. I said we are all here to entertain, and that's what I do. I try to put up funny shit. Right. I got called coward the other day because I stopped posting politics. I stopped posting politics because the stress isn't worth it anymore. I still believe
it really isn't. I mean,
I still believe in conservatism. I still follow Trump. But I give Trump shit just as much as I give Biden shit now. So it's like, whatever, dude. I
have a lot of conservative values. I don't follow Trump though, because I think he's never mind. But I'll never apologize for what I believe in or anything, and you shouldn't either.
I don't, but I'm not going to post it anymore because you know why? I'm preaching to the fucking choir. I'm telling people what they like to hear. Mostly the people who believe in what I'm saying are liking what I hear, right? And then all of a sudden I'm causing dissent on friends that don't like what I post. And just listen to this. If I give you this article on something that tells you what you believe is wrong, what are you going to do? You're going to ignore it and say, fuck you.
That's not true. I look into them all when you send me them.
But the thing is, you eventually get tired of me telling you shit and you tune it out.
So well, no, sometimes, and you have to admit it's beating a dead horse, even if it's me saying it. The bottom line is you're not going to change me, and I'm not going to change you.
That's why I don't post politics, basically.
I try not to. The other fucking day, Lindsey Graham, the biggest fucking weasel in politics. I don't care what anybody says.
I think that's Mitch McConnell.
That fucking guy is the biggest weasel. I could not help myself that one day, and I apologize for that because I have conservative friends, and I kind of lumped them all together, and I'm not like that because I don't believe all.
I told you lumped them all together.
Yeah, maybe that was you, but
yeah.
And especially my friend Steve Lamb, he's my old manager. He's a fucking great guy, very religious man. And when he told me, it's like, don't lump us all together, I felt bad. And it's like, but you hear something, I think it's beyond triggering. It's just such bullshit that you can't help yourself but saying something about it. I mean, it's not left, it's not right, it's right and wrong. And maybe the left, I'm paying more attention to the right than the left. Maybe that's my problem is. Maybe I don't see those problems the left pose because I'm concentrating more on what the right does. Maybe, I don't know. But man, it's night and day with those two parties now. And I'm with you. I don't think either of them are worth their shit. But the shit, the right, and it's Trump Republicans. And I'm not lumping you all together. Come on now. Face reality, all right? You lost the election. No doubt about it. No fraud. All you Republicans that looked into the fraud, nothing found. Rudy and his drunk witnesses, nothing found. I mean, why can't you just admit that the man lost?
I have no idea, dude. I'm just tired of people fighting.
And I have Trump friends and I love them to death. And I can't figure it out for the life of me.
This is what I think. I think people on the left will worship people on the left. People on the right will worship people on the right. The thing is, I'm a Christian. I don't worship any man. I don't worship any party. I worship Jesus. That's it. I'm not going to fucking worship Trump. I'm not going to believe everything he says. He's done a lot of good shit. And I think Biden isn't all there. And I don't want fucking Kamala Harris as president. That scares the shit out of me, dude. She's a horrible person. She's a freaking, what do you call where you just freaking just tell people what they want to hear? She panders. She panders and panders and panders.
You know why? That's called being a politician.
I don't like politics. I hate them. I hate them all. I vote because I can. I vote for the less of the evil, and people say, why do you vote for less evil? Trump, I tell people this all the time. If you're my Facebook friend and you're a huge Trump supporter, I'm still a Trump supporter, but he's an asshole. I wouldn't want to hang out with that guy personally. He's a fucking dick. He's a fucking misogynist. He treats women like shit. But so is Biden. Biden's fucking sexually harasses people and it gets fucking gone. Nobody talks about that anymore. They keep talking about Trump's sexual harassment, but Biden.
Are you talking about that one woman, dude?
There was more than one woman that came out on Biden, and they just dropped it, dude.
Why do you think that is?
Because they wanted Biden to win the election. They wanted Trump out so bad that they wanted to make it disappear.
But you're not hearing any part of the right saying anything about that or talking about it anymore, as far as I know.
Because they dropped it because Trump lost.
I mean, look at the last 3 months before the election and after the election of the Trump administration, how pathetic it was.
I don't think it was pathetic.
These phony voter frauds. I mean, Rudy Giuliani with his drunk fucking witnesses.
I think the Trump administration did a lot for this
country. Here's the thing.
We'll get into that on the next episode.
The second Trump impeachment, I was more for that one than I was the first one. I wasn't for the first one at all.
The first one was bullshit, and the second one was bullshit.
Here's my problem with the second one. How would you like to be? Suppose you kill somebody, and you get to be a juror on your own case. To me, that's what Hawley, Cruz, and all those fuckers that supported Trump did, basically. Well, not as much as Cruz and Hawley, but those two are just as guilty as Trump for inciting that shit.
You know what Cruz said yesterday? They asked about Biden. What do you think about Biden? Not all there. I said, I think this is what your sister told. I think he's older. I think he's lost a lot, but I think he's still there. He's just more beholden to the progressive agenda now than he would have been when he wasn't as slow.
He is going to have to pander to him.
He's pandering to them too much. He needs to stand up. He needs to stand up to the AOC, the Elizabeth Warrens, the Bernie Sanders. He needs.
They took out. He agreed to get rid of the $15 minimum wage.
No, that's still going to happen. They're still going to they're going to do another bill on that. They just did a Second Amendment thing where it's going to fuck you up and trying to buy ammunition again, or at freaking gun shows.
Well, I know they're going to work on the buy your guns back thing again, which I think is not a bad thing. If you want to sell your guns and make money, do it.
You know what? I know you hate him, but Hannity said yesterday, he says, hey, they changed the gun laws where you could have like only 7 bullets in your magazine. I said, okay, I obey the laws. I went and got that gun, and then they changed it back. And then I had to have my gun melted and then bought the gun again because the magazines were legal again. He says they need to just come up with common sense gun laws instead of going fucking cancel it all, you know?
I'm not for it. It's an amendment. I'm not for everybody surrendering their guns.
But I own 2 guns. No legal gun owner has ever killed anybody.
Well,
no person legally. The criminals get their guns.
What about the
illegally.
Las Vegas shooter?
Las Vegas didn't get his guns legally. No, he had a lot of illegal guns, dude. He got a bump stock that was legal. That was about it. And they banned the bump stocks after that. Trump banned the bump stocks, man.
He did. But like I said, I am not. You know how hard it is to turn over an amendment. It's almost impossible. I don't think we ever see that in our lifetime, or probably my daughter's lifetime. It's impossible to turn over an amendment. So you're going to look in your gun cabinet. You're going to have your guns still. I just wish people would cry. They're going to try to take our guns. Now, what's his face? What's this guy from Texas that said, we're coming for your guns?
Beto O'Rourke. Not Beto O'Rourke. He ain't Spanish. He's fucking Richard O'Rourke.
Okay. And
he's pandering to the Mexicans with that name. He is.
I thought about actually going for him until he said that. And I'm like, dude,
we're going to come for your guns. Hell yes, we're coming for your guns.
And I'm like, later, dude. I'm going to go for Mayor Pete now. Sorry.
Mayor Pete's a total panderer too. But I think Mayor Pete is better than Beto, Richard, whatever he wants to call. If you want to call yourself Beto, I'll call you Beto, man. But you're fucking Irish, dude. Let's stop with the pandering. Let's stop with the identity politics. Just be real. Be real people. Say what you want to do and don't pivot when somebody else tells you not to. I'm tired. Both sides do this. So their base pivots. They pivot with them. Be who you are. Don't be what people want you to be.
And it's like, the first thing a president does when they win the election, first thing they do, what do you think it is?
Pivot.
They fucking worry about the next fucking election. They start working on that right away.
It's like, man, you got 4 years. Biden hasn't worked on it. I don't see him working on that yet.
I'm sure he hasn't, but behind the scenes, I guarantee it. At least he's got his team working on it. Well, he says he wants to be a stopgap president. Maybe he doesn't want to run again, but
he said he could do 8 years. He said that too. He pivoted away from that already. But Ted Cruz says he believes Biden will do his 4 years, but he just needs to stop giving in to the progressive side and just be who he is and not what other people want him to be.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
that's what your sister told me, that Biden is a centrist Democrat, but what he's doing has not been centrist.
He's not a centrist Democrat, and I've had arguments with her about that. There's no such thing anymore as a centrist, Democrat or a Republican. So no, I don't buy that.
I just want people to be who they are. Trump is who he is. He doesn't freaking I never seen Trump pivot.
And that I will agree with you 100%. Trump always shown his true colors. Absolutely.
Yeah, you do what you got with Trump. I don't know what I'm getting with Biden. He scares me because he has that vice president right next to him. Maybe she could be a good lady. Maybe she is a good woman. Maybe, I don't know, but I've lived with her in California, and she sold out her own people to private prisons. So I don't know what she really is. Right. So she pivots, and I wish her luck. I pray for her. I pray for Biden. I pray for Pelosi. I pray for my people who I don't agree with, because I want them all to succeed. Because if they succeed, our country succeeds.
One thing I know about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is they're one of the boys, both of them. Yeah, all those senators are a group. Like you said, he's showing pictures of Kamala Harris hugging and fist bumping Lindsey Graham.
I would like to see Kamala Harris get up there and take a bong rip.
And then they go on TV acting like
she likes weed. Come on.
And they go on TV acting like they hate each other. It's like, now that's one thing I hope Biden does do somehow.
But listen to this. Remember Kamala Harris during the debates was calling out Joe Biden and all this shit?
Yeah.
You know what that sounded like? And then she became his vice president, and everybody said she just took it. She pivoted away from what she thought about him, and she believed the women. She believed the women who said that Joe Biden raped him, and then she pivoted away from it and didn't talk about it anymore. Guess who else did that to be a vice president?
Who?
George W. Bush.
I don't remember. You have to jog my memory.
He was running against Reagan the first thing, and he said, voodoo economics. Reagan's thing is voodoo economics. Right. And he went off on Reagan on so much shit, but then Reagan made his vice president. We're good friends now.
That happens all the time, though. It's like
I know. Politicians.
It's like when Trump made fun of Ted Cruz's wife.
Yeah.
I mean, that just always happens, and that's weird. It's just.
Well, the one guy's not going to come back as a former governor.
It's so fucking phony. It's ridiculous, man.
A former governor of Florida does not like Trump anymore.
I mean, it's just such phoniness in Washington now. It's like watching a TV show, I think.
My mom was right when she voted for fucking Ross Perot.
Ross.
We should have voted for Ross. Everybody should have voted for Ross.
Who was that guy that always ran? Who was that guy that always ran the Green Party? Nader. Whatever happened to him? Is he still alive?
I don't know, but fucking Lee Gershman loves Nader. He'll always vote for Nader. Fucking, I don't care, dude. People, I don't care who you vote for, you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party. As long as you have common sense and you're able to call out leaders when they fuck up.
Right.
That's it. I'm
glad the Republicans are finally realizing too that they have some mental issues on their side right now.
Q is fucking horrible, dude. Even the Q lady is like backtracking on her.
Yeah, they're starting to shut her out, which is I think it's
no, she's shutting herself out. She's like not believing in that shit anymore.
That and the other one. She's had a problem with walking in through a fucking metal detector. Big fucking deal.
Dude, I really don't think we need those fucking National Guards there anymore. There's no fucking...
It's the Capitol Police calling them in. Now, I don't know if they're ordering them to do that, but it is the Capitol Police that's making them do that.
No, it's freaking the department, the secretary. The guy who does the National Guard, he wanted to get them out of there and he got overruled. He says, we don't need them there anymore. We need to bring them out because we're helping with vaccines. We're helping with natural disasters. We're doing all this. We don't have 2,500 troops to keep there all the time. We need to use them in other places to help with the vaccines.
I'd love to see that too, but you really don't. Are you 100% sure that these Q people, these white ring militias aren't going to start anything else? You don't think so?
Well, I think they're done because what happened on March 4th, that they were going to fucking Trump was going to be inaugurated. Didn't happen. They're crying and they're kicking rocks right now. They don't know what to do. A lot of them are disillusioned. A lot of them have figured out that they were brainwashed. I think that movement is kind of dying. And the Proud Boys are freaking, they were fine until they started doing shit. I didn't see any racist shit with them. I still haven't seen any racist shit with them. I just see stupid shit with them,
Right.
And I think racist is a label that people are labeling so much that people are actually going to get numb to when a real racist finally comes along.
Yeah. Here's something that it's funny you mentioned that. What I fucking hate is both sides use Abraham Lincoln. Like, we follow the path of Abraham Lincoln. Bullshit. Abraham Lincoln, if he were to get out of his grave right now, would go to both sides. I hate that. That pisses me off.
And my friend who's from the South says Abraham Lincoln was a piece of shit. That's
wow.
I like Abraham Lincoln. I like the Republican Party that Abe Lincoln stood for. I like the Republican Party that we used to have. I like the Democratic Party of JFK. They used to be kind of Republican. More JFK would be more of an old-time Republican than a Democrat now. So
probably he did have a lot of conservatives. Well, no, not really.
Yeah, he was conservative. The guy I didn't like after him was Lyndon B. Johnson. I'm wondering if Lyndon B. Johnson got JFK shot. So I don't know, man. Why don't
Interesting episode. That'd be a good future episode to talk about that because I have some theories on my own too.
Yeah, we should talk about that because I don't know. Because the grassy knoll, what the fuck happened? Why aren't they releasing the records of that? They're releasing shit from 2 years ago and a year ago and 3 months from now, but they ain't releasing shit that happened over 50 years ago. Why are they hiding? Why can't we see it?
I thought there was something a few years ago, I don't know how long ago, is that they actually released all that shit, didn't they?
No, they released some shit, but not the. I think Lee Harvey Oswald was a patsy.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk about this later, though. Oh man, I don't know. I just think politics is brainwashing.
Yeah, it is to a certain extent.
It's like you have a brother and a brother together. One's a Republican, one's a Democrat, and they both hate each other. That fucking sucks. That should not happen in this country.
Yeah,
we should be Americans and family before we divide each other with left and right. And I'm tired.
George Washington, the famous quote, man. He knew the danger of political parties, man. And he's
political
right.
Parties are insane. I hate them. Yeah. I don't want people to be affiliated with parties anymore. I just want, this guy is running, this is what he wants to do. This guy is running, he wants to do. Because people will say, oh, wait, he's a Republican, I'm voting for him. Right. Wait, he's a Democrat, I'm voting for him. Instead of voting on what they are talking about, they vote because of party. Absolutely. I want to take away the parties and just vote for what they want to do.
That would probably cause a lot of turmoil as far as conventions and how would they do stuff like that? Debates.
I have no idea. Just have
who
a
would
debate.
qualify? I mean,
just have a debate. This guy against this guy.
You know how ridiculous I think our political system's getting? It would not surprise me. And I started watching this show. It's decent. It's an all right show, but don't be surprised tonight if it at least runs. Is The Rock?
He's got a show where he's running for president.
That's
Rock.
what I'm talking about.
That's a great show, though, man.
I liked it. Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, governor of Texas.
I guess we should watch The Simpsons and make sure that maybe there's an episode about that. Maybe,
yeah, The Simpsons have been renewed for 2 more years, and people say The Simpsons have lost it. I thought they lost it when they did the movie and they took most of their writers to the movie, and the show suffered because of that. And the movie was awesome. I like Spider Pig, man. Spider Pig was awesome. But
they actually have the video game on Arcade 1-Up. I want to get it. I love that video game.
As soon as the movie ended and the writers went back to the series fucking got great. Last week they did that was Family Guy. Last week they did a cool episode on Simpsons. I forgot what it was, but it was really cool. And they did a episode a couple weeks ago about remember Marsha Wallace used to be Mrs. Krabappel and she died. She was on the Bob Newhart show. She did the voice of Mrs. Krabappel. They used her voice and put it together because she married Ned Flanders and they had her diary. And Bart thought she liked him and thought he was but she said she wanted to stay because all the family wanted to move. Ned wanted to move. The 2 kids wanted to move. And she says, I got to stay here for kids like Bart Simpson to help them, to move them on. And that made me cry, dude. It was like, wow. That showed that a teacher cared about Bart. Bart's an asshole, But the show, the writing is superb. The last 4 years since after the movie, whatever the movie ended, the show was awesome. And then Family Guy is getting good too because they had a thing where Stewie was a Terminator. It was great. They did a Terminator
first. I watched up until the point where the dog got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the dog? I can't remember. Yeah,
I stopped watching
after that. I think that's right when American Dad started. I love American Dad.
Oh, American Dad's awesome. It's on TBS still.
Yeah. And so I stopped watching the Family Guy after that point. I don't know why.
Family Guy is still good, dude. But, it's fucking funny. I'm waiting for that other show they said was going to Hulu. Fucking, it was on Fox. It was like a Star Trek show with him as the captain.
Oh yeah, with
fucking the creator of Family Guy, American Dad.
It was the name of the ship, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like Star Trek. They even had your girl on there. I think she was on there. The Dr. Crusher was on there. They had a lot of Star Trek characters on there, dude. Not the character, but the actors. Seth MacFarlane loves Star Trek.
He does.
And that show was created like Star Trek.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It was good, man. And my wife loved it too.
The Orville.
It was it was taken off Fox and they were moving it to Hulu, but I don't know when COVID fucked up the filming.
I love that movie you did too, A Million Ways to Die in the West. I love that.
That was hilarious with fucking Doc Brown in there.
But this guy is the biggest pussy ever.
Liam Neeson and fucking what's her name? I love Charlize Theron.
Even though
her face is just so gorgeous. I'm not a face guy, but I love her face. My wife's face is like Charlize to me. It's fucking beautiful.
She did such a good job playing Megyn Kelly. I actually thought that was Megyn Kelly. I was waiting for.
On Amazon when you pause it, it tells you who the characters are. I paused it to see Charlize Theron. I thought it was Megyn Kelly.
I was watching it with my wife, and I'm like, "Where the hell is Charlize Theron at?" She's like, "You're fucking looking at her, dude." I'm like, "No way, that's Megyn Kelly."
Her voice was the same, and I was like, "Fuck!" That was a very interesting movie. I don't know if it's all true. But
it is one-sided, yes.
It is one-sided, but
that guy was a dirtball anyway. There's no doubt about that guy being a dirtbag. So
yeah, he was a dirtbag, and so was what's his name? I still listen to Bill. I think Bill's changed his ways though. Bill O'Reilly, yeah, Bill O'Reilly is.
Bill has actually kind of when I was a big Republican, I watched the Riley Factor every fucking night. He's definitely mellowed, I would say. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says, but he's not unreasonable. Well, I thought he was reasonable when I watched him. But he's getting more, I don't know. Maybe it's the age. Maybe it's.
Well, Glenn Beck has went off the deep end now.
Yeah, I don't hate Glenn Beck.
I don't hate Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck does say a lot of good things. Don Lemon has said a couple of good things. Cuomo said some good things. Anderson Cooper said
I like. I like Brooke Baldwin and fucking. You're gonna hate me for this, but Jake Tapper.
But MSNBC is a piece of shit. Fox has some good stuff, even though you don't like Hannity, you don't like Tucker, you don't like Ingram. I like the other one after Ingram the best. The other blonde. She's always after Ingram. Let me look it up. Keep talking.
You know what's amazing about Fox is there an ugly Fox newscaster, women-wise?
MSNBC has some ugly people.
I'm just saying Fox, because they always make them wear the dresses and they don't have the coverings on the desk. The desks are always exposed underneath. They love showing those legs.
Shannon Bream. I like Shannon Bream.
I don't know who that is.
She's after Ingram every night.
Okay. So what is it?
She's like, a little bit more calm.
Tucker's still prime time, right? He's like
Tucker's still prime time.
Who's on first?
What I like about Tucker, if he says something stupid and he finds out it's stupid, he makes a retraction immediately. He even says, if I find out I said something that was wrong, I will immediately retract it. And he's been honest and he has done that. Hannity is just in your face more, and he's more bravado. And he says a lot of good things. But the thing is, I'll watch CNN, I'll watch Fox, because if you notice, CNN will they cross over and they agree a lot. And then the stuff they don't.
Prime time? Is Cuomo's prime time on CNN?
I think it's Don Lemon. Don Lemon's prime time.
Okay, see, I don't watch CNN anymore, so I don't know.
I watch both to get a perspective because I don't want to be one-sided. I want to know if what they say, so I could say, well, this guy said this, and then this guy said this. Who do you believe? You know.
I wake up, I listen to Howard Stern for a few hours, and I switch to NPR. Then I go downstairs and watch about 11 or 12 and watch Star Trek till my wife comes home.
Dude, and you don't watch fucking Discovery, dude. It's only 3 seasons and 30 episodes, man. Fucking get on that shit.
Man. I hate getting into new shows, man.
Dude, don't be an old crusty fuck.
I'm an old crusty fuck. What can I say?
Dude, I love watching new shows.
Easy. It's so easy watching reruns of The Next Generation because he can fucking leave on a dime.
It's like why I don't do a podcast with Terrence anymore is because he just wanted to do what he liked. He didn't want to do the Poison. He didn't want to do the Striper. And then when he did the Striper, he agreed with me to make me feel better. I want opinions, man. I don't want fucking fake shit. You know, so I let him and Andrew go off when he brought Andrew on our podcast. I did that for a couple times. I said, I'm done. You and Andrew have fun. I'm doing my own podcast. And
I really don't know those two that well, so I have no opinion on them.
Yeah,
so.
Terrence is okay, man, but he's a dick and he gets racist sometimes. And I will never do a podcast with you, Terrence, if you're listening. I'm sorry, brother. I will never do it with you. I don't need that drama. I'm happy RMCP is back. I'm happy Ralph and Ian are back together. Can't wait to hear the fucking new episode. And Ralph,
you too.
Fuck you, but you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, man, I'm telling you, to do a fucking podcast with you two would just be a fucking
Oh, Ralph is a fucking hilarious motherfucker.
I retired. I had nothing else better to do. I think I'd reached the pinnacle right there.
Fuck, Ralph is awesome.
3 Shots Down podcast, episode 1. That's it.
With Ralph,
I can't beat it.
Dude, my white elephant is Ian. I want Ian on my podcast so bad.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
I want him drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
No editing. Ralph said he edited the fuck out of Ian. I don't fucking edit. Him and fucking Lee could fucking be drunk as fuck and I'll be just laughing my ass off. Say what you want, man. Have fun. I'm not going to edit him. He's going to fucking there's Ian go, you know.
I want to shout out to my buddy Paul in England, man. I would love to have you on our show. I think Mark would agree with me on that one. If you're listening to our show, I mean, give us a good time where you can be on. I know you're like what 6 or 7 hours ahead of us, but we can work something out. I'm sure we'd love to have you on our show.
Yeah, I've done somebody in England before. I've had somebody on my podcast in England.
So, yeah, if you're listening to this, get in touch with me or Mark, man. Let us know. We'd love to have you on, man.
Well, I had Germany. I had from the Pinpricks. I had her on, and we got a time with her. And I also had Netta Loren. She was in Europe too. We got a time with her.
Right.
It can happen. It's easy. You just got to do it earlier in the afternoon.
Some of these people, you'd be surprised, would actually do your podcast. I mean, you would think you're too small or something, but if you ask them, some of them probably would. You know.
I Instagrammed Michael Sweet. He hasn't answered me.
Well, he might be a little. He might be a little. But I'm talking like I'm into this new girl called Nikki Springfield. I think she's a great guitar player, and she's been on podcasts where they have 33 subscribers. So I'm like, well, maybe somebody like that at first for me.
Well, you could maybe ask her to come on here.
I would love to, but I'd be.
And then I could get her on mine.
Because I think that she got an album out,
dude. I would like to get freaking the other chick, freaking Nita Strauss.
Nita Strauss. Yeah.
Fuck, I was listening to her album the other day. That just rips, dude. Yeah. Or freaking, I think, how do you say How do you say her name? Oriante. I don't think I think she's too big for us though.
Dude, did you hear that? Did you see that video with her and Steve Vai, that fucking song?
No.
That song fucking rips, man.
Fuck, I'd love to get Steve Vai or Sammy. I messaged Sammy too. Sammy wouldn't do it. He wouldn't answer.
Yeah. You have to have a.
Hey, I got the balls, dude. I messaged him on Instagram, so fuck.
Hey, what are they gonna say? No, yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
I could lie and say I'm a friend of Eddie Trunk. You want to come on, Eddie? Come on, Sammy. I want to try that new fucking tequila he has out with what's his name, Santo Blanco, with freaking Guy Fieri. He's got a mezcal. He's got all these different tequilas, but they're like $50 a bottle.
I've tried 3 different one of his brands of tequila, and they're all been fucking awesome. So
yeah, Cabo Wabo. I haven't tried Cabo Wabo yet. No, I want to try that shit.
Oh, I like that song, by the way. That's another Sammy. It's like 2 or 3 Sammy songs I like by Van Halen. I like that one.
It's just Sammy with Van Halen is not Sammy with fucking David Lee Roth. Okay, they're 2 different fucking bands.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm not
like them
on
both.
anybody.
I like them both, but I prefer the 6-pack and the last album Roth did with Van Halen.
A Van Halen argument, everybody. Here it comes.
But solo. Except
I love Sammy solo
except
stuff.
Solo, Eat 'Em and Smiles better than any Sammy solo album. Maybe not 1013. I love 1013. Nobody talks about that album. That album fucking rules, dude. Let Sally Drive. Fuck, that song rules, dude. I love Marching to Mars too.
That's the last time I've seen him in concert. Was that album?
Dude, I haven't seen him solo. I've only seen him with Halen. Wait, I did see him with Chickenfoot. Yeah. And Chickenfoot ruled. I loved fucking the song Turning Left. Freaking that groove on that song with Joe Satriani going and in the fucking concert when Sammy's going turning left, freaking Joe Satriani's going in the left circle the whole time, like with this guitar turning left. He's going fucking that rhythm on that song just rules. He's talking about NASCAR in that song. That was even a NASCAR song for the opening of NASCAR for a while.
Who was his guitar player to solo years with the Wabaritas? What was his name? He's still with them, I think.
Vic Johnson, yeah, he's with the Circle.
He fucking is a phenomenal guitar player.
He was with the Bus Boys, dude.
No.
He was in Cleaning Up the Town from the Ghostbusters.
Really?
He was in fucking the Bus Boys for years.
I'm gonna look that up.
He was on The Boys Are Back in Town. He was a guitar player. He had hair back then too. He was a guitar player of the Bus Boys, dude.
It's amazing some of the shit you find out. It's like, people don't realize Bryan Adams actually wrote a Kiss song on Creatures of the Night. It's like
him and his songwriting partner, Jim Valance. Bryan Adams rules. I haven't heard of fucking his last 2 albums are good. I got one of them on vinyl.
Yeah. What do you think of Ace Frehley's Origins album? Do you like them?
I like them. I think they're really good.
They're
Ian
good.
Wadley thinks they're shit, but I like them. Yeah, he doesn't like any Ace solo shit. You never see him on saying, "Oh, this is better than Ace." Origins.
Yeah.
All right. Man. So we went a long time on this episode, man.
This is like one of the funner ones. I really super enjoyed this one.
Yeah,
they keep getting better, I guess.
Yeah, just promote it, man. Promote it. I tried it. We need to get an Instagram page so I can put this up there too. I just don't feel like creating shit anymore.
Right.
I got so much.
You have like 30,000 different fucking pages, man. You do.
I got fucking our like page. I got the freeform page. I got the movie page. Luckily, your sister runs that more than I do now, which is awesome. Thank you, Amy, for running the movie page because you fucking rule on that. It gives me more time to run my freeform page and my and our page that I'm trying to get you to post more on. I don't know. Should we make a group instead of a like page so we can get more people involved? I'm just wondering.
You're the expert, man.
I don't know, because the like pages, people don't really do anything on there.
Give it a shot.
Maybe I'll make us a group. You invite people because people don't like me as much.
I do. I don't have as many platforms as you do, though. I mean,
I just do it as promotion, man. I promote. I want to get more than 12 subscribers on ours. I want to get more than 69 subscribers on my freeform page.
Yeah.
Now, fuck, at least I got over 1,000 members on the freeform group finally. And they asked me if I wanted to advertise because you have 1,000 members, you could get paid advertising. And I said, nope.
Why?
Because I don't want to fucking be one of those sellouts.
They're all making money off it.
Yeah, I just don't want to be. Maybe I'll think about it. But if we could get a group with 1,000 members, we could sell that shit.
Dude, you can paint shit on our forehead if you pay me for it. Shit.
All right, man. Next time we'll talk about Trump.
I'm really interested in this JFK thing. So
yeah, we'll maybe talk about JFK next week. And we could get your sister on as the masked YouTuber.
Yeah. That's going to be a tough one, but I think, maybe one of these days.
I know she wants to come on here. I know when she watches this, she wants to yell and scream at us. Like, fuck, why are they saying that's why I want to get on there. I know she wants to be on here. Don't you, Amy? I know you do, Amy.
Right? We're going through tornado season right now, so she'll be over here more, when the bad weather.
Hey, when you go to fucking Rockin' Pod, you better get me a lot of fucking autographs.
I'm going to try to go, man. It looks like I don't think there's anything, unless something medical happens, that's going to stop me this time. So.
Did you get your hotel room from Chris?
No, I'm going to stay. I'm not that far away.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to get one. But it helps them out, and you can party in there. So
no, I know. I understand. And I'll do what I can financially for them all out, They used to have a page, don't they, where you can donate to their... They did in the past.
I think they stopped doing it. They have sponsors now, so they don't really need people to... the Podcast Kings got the most in Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. They are the Podcast Kings. They inspired me to do a podcast. They inspired everybody to do podcasts. Well, also, I heard the Decibel Geek first, and then them. They both inspired me the same. I want to do this shit, but then I hooked up with Terrence, and I got bored. Sorry, Terrence. You have too much information for me sometimes. I just can't handle it. I just want to say, fuck, I like this shit. This is fucking awesome. This is why I like it. I don't want to know what fucking guitar they played, what tone they used, or what guitar they used, or what drum set they used. We know fucking Lars used fucking trash cans in St. Anger. We got that, man.
All right.
But I hope you don't hate me, Terrence. Fucking, or you Terrence haters don't hate me, because I'm in the middle of this shit. I don't want to get involved with anything. Fucking, you're an asshole, Terrence, and you know you are. People, he's an asshole, he is. So fucking just drop it and just live your own lives. That's it.
Yeah. Like I said, man, Ralph, if you're listening, man, I wish you'd get together with Mark and work things out, man, because I look up to you, and you're one of the people that got me into this stuff, and I appreciate it, and I love your shows. So,
well, me and Ralph are both fucking type A personalities. We fucking are stubborn assholes. That's it. But I think I give in a little bit more than he does.
Yeah.
All right, man. That was our show. Hope you guys enjoy it. subscribe, man. Share this on
Please.
Facebook. Share it anywhere you can share shit on, man.
I tell you what, keep calling me like a libtard or whatever. Just subscribe. Do something, you know.
Call me a coward. Call me a fucking Republican who doesn't have balls. I don't fucking care.
Just subscribe.
I just have common sense. I see what I see, and I think people don't see what I see. And it's just, I feel like, I don't know.
I'm fat. I got sicknesses. Make fun of it all. I don't care.
Fat ass. I love Armored Saint. Fucking great album here, man. Punching the Sky. Grab it.
Here you go. Here's a good one. Make fun of me. I like Sarah Brightman's music. Oh my God. And I like Alanis Morissette.
A lot of people. Boom. Well, you know what? A lot of people are in your camp on Alanis Morissette. Chris Elio loves Alanis.
Go ahead. Let me have it. Just subscribe and listen, please.
Subscribe, man. That's our show for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're out of here, man.
All right. Later, man.
Fuck everybody. Later.